Welcome everyone to Tuesday night Luke Live Online. I'm Father James DeLucio back in the library of the Paulist Fathers Rectory in New York. Tonight's pericope is Luke chapter 12 verses 16 through 21. And then Jesus told them a parable. There was a rich man whose land produced a bountiful harvest. He asked himself, "What shall I do? For I do not have space to store my harvest." And then he said, "This is what I shall do. I shall tear down my barns and build larger ones. There I will store all my grain and other goods. And then I shall say to myself, as for you, you have stored up so many good things for many years. Rest, eat, drink, and be merry." But God said, "You fool, this night your life will be demanded of you. And as for the things you have prepared, to whom will they belong? Thus it will be for those who store up treasures for themselves, but are not rich in what matters to God." Well, there we have it, a most distressing parable for us who live quite comfortably, and let's face it, who really dream of having a very comfortable retirement. We want to have things. We want to feel a sense of assurity, comfort, security. So what are we to make of Jesus' parable? Well, in this case, it's so important to recognize what is left unsaid in the parable. What important details are missing in this person's life? Well, notice there's no gratitude to God. There's not a prayer of thanksgiving. Thank you, God, for the bountiful harvest. There's no sense, thank you, I've been successful. I've used my acumen and I've invested well, and now I can tear down the small barns, build up larger ones, all by your gifts to me. And what shall I do with all this extra? I shall give it to share it with my neighbors. My goodness, I can't eat all these tomatoes anyway. And what about the poor? I bet I can give a silo, perhaps, to those who don't have anything to eat. It's not what he's gained or what he's done. It's that he lacks a sense of his relationship to God and to others. There's not an ounce of thanksgiving in this news. And that's what turns the good news into bad news. Thanksgiving is the heart of prayer and the heart of a joyful life. We can easily fall into the pressures of society that keeps telling us, have more, get the best, get the new, get the improved, and on, and we tend to rate ourselves by what we have. We get exasperation when things get older and used. It's not that we shouldn't get new things, again, if we can, but again, the question is, where's the gratitude for what is? Where's the sense of providence that is guiding our lives? We can all get curmudgeon-y of what we don't have, or if we have too much, we can feel a lot of anxiety. But the truth is, if we have too much, then find a sense of balance. There are others who can use it, and we can't take it with us, of course. So remember, in reading passages that are difficult and particularly challenging, what's not said is a very important biblical tool. And so this bad news is really good news. if we take it to heart. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and join me again Friday night for Young at Heart on these Facebook and YouTube channels, I guess, playlists. James DeLuzio. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone.